God's timing. Tutunuulira leero ekiseera kya Katonda. Praise be to God, brothers and sisters. Thanks for always taking that minute with me every Thursday. Mbaniriza nnyo buli lwakuna tubeera ne take a minute, neebaza bonna abatwala akadde ne tutwalayo ekiseera nga tuyiga ebyo ebintu bya Katonda. God bless you. Today we are looking at God's timing. Tutunuulira leero ekiseera kya Katonda. This is the kind of topic most believers misunderstand, and sometimes people don't get the depth and the revelation behind God's timing. Ekiseera kya Katonda, abakkiriza bangi balemererwa okutegeera ebuziba bw'ekigambo obudde bwa Katonda ne batafuna kwolesebwa kumala ku nsonga eno. Wabula leero tugenda kugezaako okutunuulira ebyo by'olina okulaba era by'olina okuteekako essira ng'olindirira Katonda. It is very important to know that God's timing is always the best, because God, while creating you, had already put in place everything that will happen in your life. So the time, the place, and that day where you will have your breakthrough, that day where you will have that dream job of yours, that day when you will have your wedding dress on, that day when you will build that beautiful house you are craving for, that day when you will be able to drive that beautiful car. But you have to be patient until that day, because God had already planned all that. God plans ahead of us, so we just come to experience God's plan. Most people end up rushing, but you cannot rush God. And most people end up being impatient, but however impatient you are, you cannot cause the time of God to speed up. God works in His own timing, and God only makes things happen according to His plans. So, what do you need to do? First of all, you have to obey God's instructions. As you are waiting on God's timing, you have to obey His instructions. So do everything in your capacity as you are waiting for God's timing. Be faithful, be honest, keep believing, and obey God's statutes and instructions. So, like this, you will be able to meet everything that is in accordance to God's plan for you. Brothers and sisters, don't go into rushing. Don't panic when you see that time has passed. People you know are getting rich. People you used to be with are getting married. People are making successful businesses. People are getting their dream jobs. People are driving fancy cars and building good houses before you, when it is not your time. Unless when you know deep down in yourself that you are doing something wrong, or you are not following God's instructions, or you are not doing the necessary that you are supposed to be doing. For example, we covered in one of the past Take a Minute, you cannot be lazy and expect God to work in your life. You need to do the necessary, then God will bless that. You are working hard, you are doing the necessary, you are following God's statutes, you are not breaking any God's laws, you are not involved in anything that can take you away from the face of God, you are doing the necessary. What you have to do is be patient and keep believing. Don't ever give up. Keep believing. Keep your faith up high and believe. God will come through. God will do what is supposed to do in your life at His own planned time. So, try and understand further more about God's timing. I want you to go and check out the book, which is very interesting, Ecclesiastes 3:1. Omubuulizi 3:1 olusooka. Osobola ogisomera ddala paka ku lunyiriri olw'omunaana. You can read it until the 8th verse. You will find it amazing. This explains that everything has its own seasons and its own time. So God works accordingly. You cannot rush a seed when it is in the ground. Tosobola kupakusa kijanjalo ng'okisimbye mu ttaka. Kiba n'obudde, ebiro ne sizoni we kirina okuviirayo. Kye kimu bwe tubeera nga tulindirira Mukama. Another verse I want you to check out is Isaiah 40:31. Isaaya 40:31. Genda ogisome, eraga nti abo abalindirira Mukama tebasobola kukoowa kyankomeredde kubanga amaanyi gaabwe gaddizibwa bujja buli lukya. So those who wait on the Lord, their strength is renewed through God. You keep on waiting on God. For sure, you will never be disappointed and your strength will always be renewed. So keep on waiting, but don't rush, because you will rush into finding your way of finding things that you want in your life, but you will only waste your time and you will not grow any younger. You will be getting old, and by the time you will realize that you need to just be patient and wait on God, you would have wasted a lot of time and you could not turn back the time or the clock. So wait on God and His timing will be worth it. You will never be disappointed if you wait on God. Take a minute.